page 6. All right.
Whoa!
Oh
I
my
love
gosh,
page six. I want to write for page
listen,
six.
listen. I had one of the big stars on page 6. I got to look at who that started the magazine before it really got popular. All right. Bridges Burned, the breaking point that shattered Gwyneth Paltrow and Madonna's friendship. The Material Girl, songstress, and gossip founder's friendship started in 1990s. However, they stopped being photographed together in 2010. What the heck is this? The first thing about Bridges Burned, and this is in Gwyneth's new book. Gwyneth has to come on and written by. I'm gonna, if I can make it larger. It's pretty small. But what are your thoughts? Why would two people? And I'm sure because you've dealt with so many people in Hollywood.
Right.
Why do these friendships get burned by two high level A-listers?
One group thinks that being friendly with the other group will mar the first group's reputation. It is so ridiculous. It's like what Bill Maher says. What are these mean girls? I'm not going to talk to her because she talks to the other one. I'm not going to talk to him because he talks to somebody else. And when Bill Maher, and we weren't going to talk politics, but when Bill Maher was invited to the White House and he said he was going to go, all these people said, "No, you don't want to go because you're left and they're right." And he said, "Stop acting like mean girls." And I love that whole term because we're talking about men acting like mean girls. Don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. It is so adolescent. It is just so silly. We are all in the same industry. If you're in Hollywood, you're in the industry. And you have to be able, I mean, you go to the restaurant and say, "Hey, hi, how you doing? How you doing?" And that's where deals happen. At the restaurants, at
Yeah.
the coffee shops. I've been there. I've seen it. I know it.
The deals are
So,
made and there. Now, I want to continue with this. Gwyneth Paltrow and Madonna's friendship breaking point is revealed in the forthcoming book by Goop founder titled, I guess, Gop or Goop, Gop,
goop, goop.
Goop. Goop founder titled Gwyneth, the biography. The relationship reached a breaking point when Madonna showed up to the island where Gwyneth and Chris Martin were vacationing. Author Amy Odell alleges, I think I've had Amy on my show, in the book set to be released on July 29th per People. So we'll have to have Amy Odell on. Madonna seemed to know that Gwyneth would be there, which Gwyneth seemed to find strange, a friend told the writer. Interesting. And that's, according to Odell, the Material Girl songstress, 66, insisted that the couple who were married from 2003 to 2026, I mean, 2016, join her for dinner. At the dinner table, Madonna allegedly went
That
off
sounds
on her
nice.
daughter, Lourdes, making Paltrow 52 and Martin 48 disgusted by her behavior. So, did you ever get to meet Madonna?
No, but I almost did. I was on the phone with Pam Anderson one day, and she had called me. She had seen me on the Sally show when she was having her one baby. I don't know if it's the first or the second, and she said, "I didn't know that television, daytime television, could be so exciting." So we were on the phone for about 2 hours, and then she said, "Why don't you come out with me and Madonna?" And then never happened. Never heard from her again. So that was disappointing. I figured that would be fun, but it didn't happen.
All right, so let's go to another page 6 article if I'm interested. I don't really care about Pete Davidson's girlfriend, Elise Hewitt.
Oh, now, but she is pregnant. And
Yes.
that is interesting because he is going to be a daddy. Now, let's talk about his maturity.
Pete Davidson doesn't have any maturity yet.
He's not, no, he doesn't, and he has depression, and it's a known fact. It's in my book, Real Men Don't Go Woke. He's depressed, and he's taken all kinds of drugs, and maybe this will push him to become more mature, or maybe not. I don't know how old he is yet,
He's
but
31 and
oh, so
Hewitt's 29.
okay, so that's those are good ages. But scientists say that we once thought that the prefrontal cortex of the brain that makes decisions doesn't mature until 25. Well, that has changed. Some scientists say, it's more like 30. So these people theoretically are mature enough to have babies, but then you look at Justin Bieber, look at all the problems he is having. And his wife is still standing by him. And I tried to reach her father, and all of my contacts had lost his number. So I thought maybe I could talk some sense into them about mental health. But listen, they have a baby. And that, you could say he's going through whatever he's going through. I don't know what it is. He's not talking about that. But the baby is the most
Yeah, I got it.
important person in this whole mess. So, parents do go through emotional stresses and traumas. And yet, when they have children, a lot of that has to be put
All right.
aside. How do you
We'll
put aside your depression? It's very, very hard. And if you don't have a mental health practitioner working with you, how do you do it yourself? You had yourself get yourself into this mess to begin with. So now, without a third party helping you, I'm talking about the couple, helping them, then how are you going to do it yourself? You just don't see things that other people see.
All right. So another thing on page 6 is moniker mayhem. Oprah Winfrey pokes fun at Meghan and Harry Sussex's last name.
The Sussexes, she's
Yeah.
poking fun. Is anybody poking fun at
Are
any?
you friends with Oprah?
No, I never even met her.
You've never met Oprah. You didn't
No,
run into
I was
her
on,
in
but my
days.
movie, the movie that I did, Telling Nicholas, was shown on her network, so she knew about that, and that was as close as came to knowing
So
her.
when are we going to get interview Oprah Winfrey on our podcast?
Well,
They
I
already my one client manifested it. Say he said you've interviewed Oprah Winfrey. I said, dude, I'm not yet. It will happen.
but
And
I did
Oprah,
speak to Gail, who knew who I was, and she said, "Hello, how are you?" I was showing up for some show to do something, and we spoke for a second. That was it. I just went on, did my show, went home. That was it.
there's some interesting things in page 6. Belle of the Ball. Dax Shepard shares scandalous snap of wife Kristen Bell in nothing but socks to celebrate her first Emmy nomination. When are the Emmys, by the way? Because I have a contact in Harlan. I should be covering the Emmys. That sounds good, Vanessa, right? Okay, we're going to the Emmys. When are the Emmys? Because I could go to the
I don't
daytime
know.
Emmys, but I want to go to the Emmys. So shout out to Harlan
Well,
Ball.
I covered the Soap Opera Digest Awards. I was walking around with a microphone talking to
No,
all the.
we're gonna go on. We're the Oscars are coming. Don't you see us, Gilda, on the red carpet? The Oscars.
I don't care about that. I'm sorry. I'm
But
sorry.
if we have a show for the National Enquirer, I'm
I,
manifesting it,
I
or any
don't, no,
podcast.
I don't care about the pomposity, the phony pomposity. Everybody loves everybody and gives them air kisses, and then they turn around and they go, boom, stabs them in the back. I don't like that.
All right, so let me go
I
to
don't
another
like
one.
that.
But so okay,
So you can go
camera
with that.
jut. Okay, so what do you think of this Dax Shepard? What a great couple they are, aren't they?
For him to show her in the nude, what is that proving? I don't get it. In my world, now my world is very different from the Hollywood world, and I understand. In my world, you have an intimate couple and they share intimacy privately. They don't invite other people into the bedroom. They don't have,
But they have to. That's a way to get on page 6. Don't you get it?
well, if that's what you're after, yes.
All right.
So you have to decide. And look, everybody here, everybody who's listening has to decide what is your goal. If your goal is X, figure out how you have to manifest that. If it's to strip down naked, fine. It worked. It worked for Sensori, Kanye's wife. It works for her. It works for him. They're photographed all the time.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
So
are
my
they?
we have to close out today's show, but the last page 6 article, Joe Rogan launches himself off an inflatable slide during a mega yacht vacation with his rarely seen wife and kids. So I'm ready for the media giant and Vanessa to have a mega yacht. That's happening soon.
I never knew that he had a wife and kids. Isn't that
That's why he
he
keeps
is
it
bigger
probably.
than life to me, and he has such a great podcast, and it's so intriguing to listen to him and his guests bounce things around. I never even considered, is he a family man? Does he have kids? What do the kids think? What do the kids' friends think of him? Never even questioned that.
All right. So go to drgilda.com. And if you're going to be a gossip, we're going to have to really trash some people. And go and remember, buy real men don't go woke. Appreciate it, Dr. Gilda.